Hello everybody and welcome back to another Persian lesson, to be more specific on Persian grammar in relation to simple past tense at LLB Society. This is Dr. Hariri, the creator of LLB Society, and the text has been written by me, one of them, teachers and content developers at LLB Society. And so first of all, let's focus on the function of simple past tense in Farsi and how is it compared to simple past tense in English. Actually, there is so much overlap and commonality between these two tenses because like English, in Persian also, it refers to an action that was completed in the past and did not reach for the present time. Okay, so کاربرد زمان گذشته ساده, the function of زمان گذشته ساده, simple past tense در فارسی. I don't need to just translate this part because it's not practical. The text is there. You can find the text at llb.net, and the video also is embedded in this lesson. Okay, so what about the formula or structure? ساختار زمان گذشته ساده or simple past tense in Farsi. This part is really important and you need to just figure it out in one way or another. This is the easiest way to explain about that. Fa'il, subject. So in order to just say a sentence or make a sentence or write a sentence in Farsi or Persian, you need to just follow this structure. Fa'il, subject, plus قید زمان گذشته, or an adverb of time in the past, simple past tense, plus maf'ul, object, if the verb requires that, or if the verb is transitive, by the way, so it's not obligatory. بن گذشته فعل, the past root of the principal verb, بن گذشته. So this part is really problematic. بن گذشته, past root of the verb, plus شناسه فعل, or actually the inflectional part of the verb, which does not exist in English in a marked way. So one of the differences between Persian and English. Don't worry about that because I'm gonna illustrate it to you with a lot of examples that will come later on in this video. So let me just repeat that part again because I think it's very important. This is the core feature, grammatically speaking. فاعل, subject, plus قید زمان, or adverb of time, plus مفعول or object, which is dependent on the verb, whether being transitive or intransitive, plus بن گذشته, past root of the verb, and inflection. So what about some popular or frequently used adverbs of time in Farsi in reference to the past tense, past time? قیدهای زمان مربوط به گذشته. Remember, قید means adverb. قیدها means adverbs. So these are the most commonly used adverbs. دیروز means yesterday. دیروز. پریروز, the day before yesterday. 3 ساعت پیش, 3 hours ago. چند روز پیش, several days ago, a couple of days ago. 1 هفته پیش, last week, or to be literal, 1 week ago. In English we say last week. 2 ماه پیش, 2 months ago. ماه means month. 1 سال پیش, 1 year ago or last year. یک سال پیش. سال means year. پیش means ago. پارسال, short for یک سال پیش. پارسال means last year. Okay? So what about the negative structure? Negative structure of any sentence in simple past tense. ساختار منفی. Negative structure. Remember, منفی means negative. زمان گذشته. So it's very similar to the affirmative counterpart, with the difference that we need to add na before بن گذشته فعل, or past root of the verb. So just by adding na before the past root of the verb, you can change an affirmative sentence into the negative one. Okay? Don't worry, there are a lot of examples here. مثال means example. مثال های زمان, مثال برای زمان گذشته. Okay? So the first example. Now we need to put our knowledge into action. This is the most practical part of the video, located at the end of that. So, پنجره شکست. This is the first example. پنجره means window. It refers to the glass panes of the window. So, پنجره شکست. So, the window was broken. Okay? Or the window broke. پنجره شکست. So here it is the پنجره is the subject, and we don't need to have an object here because the verb is intransitive. And شکست. شکست is the, let's say, past root of the verb شکستن. So you need to know the infinitive. The infinitive or مصدر. مصدر is شکستن. And شکستن means to break. Okay? And بن حال, the present root, which is not needed here, but anyway, you might like to know that, is شکن. The present root is شکن. But something that you need to know here in the formation of simple past tense in Farsi is بن گذشته, or past root is شکست. شکست. So, subject, پنجره, شکست, the past root of the principal verb, infinitive here, and we don't have any inflection because actually the subject is a third entity, therefore there is no inflection. So, alright, let's go on to the next example. دیروز اتوبوس مدرسه نیامد. دیروز اتوبوس مدرسه نیامد. Okay, the adverb is دیروز, it means yesterday. اتوبوس مدرسه, the subject, and it means school bus. اتوبوس مدرسه. Remember, unlike English, in Persian you need to put the let's say noun at first, and after that the modifier. So actually you need to just change them, the order, in order to translate it into English. اتوبوس مدرسه, because مدرسه is a school, اتوبوس means is bus. So school bus. نیامد. Remember, the verb is, the sentence is negative because we have na. Do you remember that na before the past root of the verb? So the translation would be, yesterday the school bus didn't arrive. Okay, so the school bus نیامد, didn't come, because the masdar or infinitive is آمدن, means to come, to arrive. بن حال or present root is آ, and بن گذشته or past root is آمد. So you're going to need this part آمد. So na plus آمد, and this ye is a kind of, it is called liaison or intrusive ye. It is added to make the pronunciation easier. So doesn't have any particular role except phonological or phonology related, let's say, features. So na plus آمد and ye is added. نیامد, to make it easier. So next example. ما چند ساعت پیش در خیابان تصادف کردیم. ما, we. چند ساعت پیش, a couple of hours ago. در خیابان, on the street, in a street. تصادف کردیم. Had an accident. So we had an accident a couple of hours ago on the street. Okay? So the infinitive is تصادف کردن. Means to have an accident. Car crash here in this sentence. So this is the infinitive, and the present root, which you don't need here, is تصادف کن. تصادف کن. And the past root is تصادف کرد. Okay? So here تصادف کردیم. This im is that inflection or part of the verb in reference to ma. So we had an accident a couple of hours ago on the street. تصادف کردیم. And remember, something unique about Persian, which does not apply to English, is that you can omit the the subject. You can omit the subject, and the subject is implied because of im. Nothing else could just substitute for ma, and im, when you hear or actually read this part, inflection, automatically the listener and reader understands that the subject should be ma. Okay? Okay, so let's move on to the next example. من امروز صبحانه نخوردم. So again, another example of a negative statement. من امروز صبح. Man means I as a subject. امروز صبح, this morning. صبحانه, object. Means breakfast. نخوردم, didn't have, didn't eat. So I didn't have breakfast this morning. Okay, and it comes from the infinitive خوردن, means to eat. خوردن. Pay attention to the pronunciation of khe, which doesn't exist in English. Khe. Khe. Bone hal or present root is khor. Khor. And past root is khord. Khord. So من امروز صبحانه نخوردم. نه plus خورد plus am. This is the inflection. نخوردم. Again, you're going to meet man. You can say امروز صبحانه نخوردم. And the reader or listener would understand that you're talking about yourself. Okay? So the subject is man. And pay attention to this negative maker, na. So the verb is, the sentence is negative. Another example. پدرم به سر کار رفت. پدرم به سر کار رفت. So, my father went to work. My father went to work. به سر کار رفت. It comes from رفتن, means to go. رفتن, to go. The present root is رو. رو. And the past root is رفت. رفت. So, پدرم means my father. again, in English, another distinction between English and Farsi is that the adjective, possessive adjectives in Farsi come after the, let's say, the noun. But in English, we say my father. So the possessive adjective comes before the noun that it modifies. So پدرم, my father, به سر کار رفت, went to work. Okay, به سر کار, to work, went. Yeah. So another example between English and Farsi is that in English, actually, the order of the elements of the sentence is subject, verb, object, but in Farsi or Persian, the order of the elements of a sentence is subject, object, verb. That's why verb is located at the end of their sentence. Remember, you can, if you have any question, or actually while watching this video or studying hundreds of our Persian lessons at lelb.net, you might come up with some examples, some questions, okay, and you need to have answers to those questions. It doesn't matter, you can either use our videos, the comment form at the end of each lesson, either at lelb.net or in our YouTube channel, and the other teachers and I would answer all of them immediately and in detail, So the next question, the next example. ما یک ساعت پیش تکالیف مدرسه را انجام دادیم. ما یک ساعت پیش تکالیف مدرسه را انجام دادیم. So, an hour ago, we, تکالیف مدرسه means homework. تکالیف مدرسه. مدرسه means school. انجام دادیم. We did our homework an hour ago. We did our homework an hour ago. Okay, remember in Farsi, in order to indicate an object, most of the time you need to use ra. It doesn't have any particular meaning of its own, but grammatically it is required most of the time. So maybe I'm gonna make another video on that, because this, out of experience, actually we noticed that non-Persian speakers usually do not use that ra. Okay, تکالیف مدرسه را انجام دادیم. So the verb انجام دادن means to do, to carry out, to perform. So مصدر infinitive انجام دادن means to do, as I said. بن حال انجام ده, you don't need it here. بن گذشته انجام داد. Okay, انجام داد means to do. So ma, again, actually this ma could be omitted because we have im here as the inflection. ما یک ساعت پیش تکالیف مدرسه رو انجام دادیم. So we did our homework an hour ago. Okay, we come to the end of this Persian lesson, Persian grammar on simple past tense. Let me just show you some of the key features, key words of this particular lesson. This lesson falls into the category of آموزش آنلاین زبان فارسی, Learn Persian Online. This is the category. آموزش فارسی به بزرگسالان, teaching Farsi to adults, بزرگسالان. If you click on any of these keywords, you will find related lessons in a very clearly, categorically, let's say, organized way. آموزش فارسی به نوجوانان, teaching Farsi to adolescents. Okay, the lessons optimized for adolescent learners or teenagers. انواع زمانها در فارسی, different tenses in Farsi. If you just click on that, بن گذشته, دستور زبان فارسی, Persian grammar, دیروز, yesterday, زمان گذشته ساده, simple past tense, سطح متوسط فارسی Persian for intermediate learners شناسه فعل verb indicators or inflections صرف فعل conjugation in Farsi, which is really again actually another problematic aspect of Farsi, قید زمان, adverb of time, مصدر, infinitive. Some related lessons. As you can see دور همی بچه های فارسی زبان and داستان گرگ در لباس میش, which is a story for teenagers or even adults to enjoy learning Farsi with interesting Persian stories. کلاس مکالمه فارسی درباره تصویری از حسادت and yeah, these are some related lessons. And remember, at the end of each lesson like this, you will find this comment box and you can leave your questions, comments, opinions, and expect to receive immediate answers or replies. And for instance, let me just click on this and where is that? انواع زمانها, different tenses in Farsi, and let me show you some of them related lessons. زمان گذشته ساده, the very lesson that I taught you, and the زمان آینده در زبان فارسی, future tense in Farsi. زمان حال ساده در زبان فارسی, زمان حال ساده, simple present tense in Farsi. And تمرین برای زمانهای حال و گذشته ساده, some practices and exercises for simple present continuous and past continuous tenses in Farsi. زمان گذشته استمراری, so past continuous tense. زمان حال التزامی, obligatory present tense. It's a very unique, let's say, type of present which doesn't have any particular equivalent in English. And زمان حال استمراری, present continuous, and it goes on and on. Yeah. So thank you very much for your attention. I really hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please subscribe to our YouTube channel or actually pay a visit to our website at alialbi.net. Remember, at alialbi.net, our website is based on membership. You can just subscribe to our website to access over 3,700 categorized lessons. I mean, 3,700 categorized lessons together with podcast videos and comment forums, both text and audio comment forums. So, and also you can always try our services for free before registration. You can try our online Persian classes before registration. The first session is always free, and I'm sure that your satisfaction will be guaranteed. Okay, thank you very much for your attention. Take care of yourself, and till the next time, bye bye. خب شما همه دوستان و عزیزان رو به خدای بزرگ میسپارم. مراقب خودتون باشین و خدا نگهدار.